Are grass-fed beef labels at grocery stores misleading you, or influencers claiming this misleading you? You've probably seen videos where influencers claim that grass-fed labels on beef packages still allow the cows to be fed grains, but this is made up. All labeling claims such as grass-fed need to be approved by the USDA's Food Safety Inspection Services called the FSIS. The FSIS says that grass-fed or 100% grass-fed claims may only be applied to meat products derived from cattle that were 100% fed grass after being weaned from their mother's milk. The diet must be derived solely from forage. Animals cannot be fed grain or grain byproducts and must have continuous access to pastures during the growing season until slaughter. This means 100% grass-fed animals are never confined to a feedlot. And when cattle have less than 100% access to grass or forage, the partial grass-fed claim must accurately reflect the circumstances of raising the cow. For example, made from cows fed 85% grass and 15% corn. And on top of that, the claim grass-finished is not the same as grass-fed because animals that are grass-finished can be fed grain but are just finished on grass. So to make it clear, a grass-fed label on its own means that the cows only eat grass, whereas a grass-finished label on its own means that the cows could have been fed grain during their life. If you see grass-fed and grass-finished, this means the same thing as grass-fed. But back to my point that if you see anyone claiming that grass-fed beef at the store is still allowed to be fed grains, they're really not telling you the truth. I've spoken about other issues with the FSIS before, so I'm not saying I place all my trust in them, but in order to use this grass-fed label, producers have to submit documentation which is verified by federal inspectors. And the influencers aren't making the argument that the FSIS verification isn't robust enough, they're just outright saying that the grass-fed label allows for the cattle to be fed grain, which isn't true. I just want to make this clear to you so you aren't confused about the beef you do buy from the grocery store. My recommendation is to buy whatever beef you can locally, which is why I built a farm app on my site that has over 1,000 local ranches for you to buy beef directly from.